Hi, class. I just wanted to check in, talk to you for a little bit this week. This is the week of September 13th through the following Monday, which will be September 20th, 2010, obviously. Last week we had our first exam through My IT Lab. I didn't hear a whole lot of problems with it. It's pretty straightforward, a 50 question exam. If you haven't taken that yet, let me know because I'm closing it. By the time you watch this, it'll be closed or close to it probably. So let me know. I may be able to open it up specifically if for some reason you were unable to take it. But I didn't hear too many problems about it. Now, the problems I've heard with My IT Lab, usually they're browser related. So if you're not, you need to make sure you're using the most recent version of Internet Explorer. Firefox does not work for My IT Lab. Safari appears to work, although they technically don't recommend it. But I use Safari on my Macintosh, and I use Internet Explorer on the PC. But for Safari, the exam opened up just fine in it. The other thing you might do is update your Java at java.com if you're having trouble with any of this, and of course always keep your browsers up to date. But anyway, if you're stuck on, I haven't heard too many technical problems, but the ones I've had, usually you can get those fixed with updating your browser. So we've made it through, as far as the point we are in the semester right now. We're about 3-4 weeks into the semester. We've made it through the first 3 chapters and done the first exam. We're not completely through chapter 3 yet. I'm sorry. I posted it for you to read, but we've done that first exam. This week, what I want you to do is work through the My IT Lab chapter 3. So if you log on to My IT Lab, you'll see the chapter 3 available, and there'll be a lot of different things to look at. There's 6 soundbite presentations to check out, and then there's another PowerPoint, and there's a practice test, chapter 3 self-test. Now, these practice tests, I should say, you don't have to turn those in. I'm not going to be grading those. What I do is I monitor whether or not you've logged in and clicked on and worked through that chapter and try the different elements of it. That's all I need to monitor, to keep track of whether or not you're participating in the class. The practice self-tests, that's what they are. They're just practice. I don't care what score you get on them. I just care that you're doing them. That's all. The grading for this class comes from the exams and also some projects that we'll get towards the second half of the semester. So assignments again for the week of September 13th through 20th. No exams. Chapter 3, My IT Lab with all the sound bites, the PowerPoints, the practice tests. And then also I'll go ahead and post your reading assignment for next week, which will be Chapter 4. So you'll be reading Chapter 4, and then next week I'll post the My IT Lab Chapter 4. And then the next thing, either it'll be the end of next week or the following week, will be Exam 2 through My IT Lab. So you kind of get an idea of how the class is going to go. I'll just keep going with this format now. That the only time it'll get a little bit different is when we get into the Microsoft Office stuff, where you're actually working on some projects and turning those in. As far as grading, this is the first time I've taught with My IT Lab. I usually only use Blackboard, so the grading, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it. Just give me a week or so to get those exams graded. They should auto grade, but if not, I may have to go in manually and then also put them in the grades in Blackboard. So in other words, I haven't completely decided how I'm going to deliver those grades to you. I may do them in My IT Lab, or I may put them back in the Blackboard. But usually I'll try to get those grades back to you within a week. If it goes much longer than a week, let me know and tell me that I need to get going on those. But I'll check them and get those graded for you also this week. So let's see. All right, well, that's about it then for this week. I just wanted to say hello, so I'm always monitoring the class. I'm always in here. I've been trying to respond to your emails within 24 hours. As always, you're welcome to stop by and meet me in person in the AT building, room 201H, on the Cooper Drive campus in Lexington, Kentucky. I'm in my office Tuesdays from 10 to 3. I'm also in some other days, but specifically those are my office hours. If you call me and leave a message, I'll try to get back to you within a couple days. I usually respond quicker on email though, but just let me know if you have any questions or any problems with anything. And hope you're enjoying the class so far. I know the online format is a little bit different. I'll probably also post a discussion board in the next week or two, just so we can try to get some communication going. Usually I just get the class started and get you logged in working on some different material and the exams, and then I'll post a discussion board and you can talk a little bit more to your classmates. All right, well, that's it for the basic assignments and video for the week of September 13th through the following 20th.